where am I? Ah, I remember. Oh my god, what was that ending? I think we're all having similar thoughts right now. I am a little bit late to this as well, because I have seen that people pretty much went online and immediately uploaded videos, but of course I haven't been able to do that. Tired. But before we jump in, just a quick introduction. Welcome to the Heart the Tardis YouTube channel. My name is Liam and I've been a long time Doctor Who fan, following since NuWho as a child, all the way back through to the Moffat era, Chibnall's run, and back to RTD2. I have followed quite a few of the classic episodes as well.
And don't forget me!
Oh yeah, and then, actually, why haven't you exterminated me yet?
What? Why would I do that? You do realise that Daleks are not how they used to be?
I forget you're a Dalek rebel. Everyone, meet Dalek Mav.
Haha, Daleks reign supreme. Oh, hail the Daleks. Oh, hail. I mean, pleased to meet you.
So just before we jump into the video, I just need to give a quick warning here. River?
Spoilers.
Thank you.
Why is the woman with the big hair here?
Alright, calm down, Strax.
Do not compare me to the inferior species.
Okay, so we're here today to give our thoughts on the recent regeneration and what this could mean for the franchise.
Isn't there speculation of the show being cancelled again?
There is. This is where a lot of people started to have mixed reactions, but this was also heavily speculated to be happening. The Doctor, unfortunately you can't see me, but quotation marks, regenerates into
Rose Tyler.
Now, rumours aside, there are still discussions going on about this. It's the 20th anniversary of NuWho this year, since that started again back in 2005. And there's a special episode, Doctor Who Unleashed, being released soon, with David Tennant, Billy Piper returning, as well as other cast members. What we need to remember, though, and take this with a bit of pinch...
This won't make any sense, as you haven't said they were our thoughts.
Yes, fine. Our thoughts. The 20th anniversary of NuWho is coming up. David Tennant still canonically exists as the 14th Doctor, but Billy Piper in the end credits was never credited as the Doctor. Whenever a new actor is introduced as the Doctor, or regenerates, they're always introduced as so-and-so as the Doctor at the end of the episode, or introduced with so-and-so. This breaks this trend, but I have a feeling that what happened in this episode is very bad wolf.
Did you just say bad wolf?
Yes, I did. Are you afraid of the big bad wolf, Mav?
No. Daleks have no concept of being afraid.
Anyway, the Doctor poured regeneration energy into the time vortex and the TARDIS, but Rose also looked into the heart of the TARDIS and the vortex and absorbed the energy. The Doctor had absorbed this energy from her as it was killing Rose, but was then forced to regenerate himself due to the cellular damage it did to his body. What I think has happened though, and of course, pinch of salt, don't worry, not invoking it at the edge of the universe though, is, was there a form of this energy still dormant within the Doctor and pouring it into the time vortex and the TARDIS to get and reawaken the bad wolf? Or some form of the bad wolf, maybe? Is this just going to be another why has this face returned scenario? Or we potentially do a team up with what I'm going to call the bad wolf Doctor and 14th? Can 14 still regenerate after bi-generating? Thinking 15 has, well, from what we could see, regenerated. Can 14 still do this, or is it the case that 15 is now regenerated and Roswell has plans to kill off this regeneration and return to 14 being the main Doctor again, and then either regenerating into 15.5 or 16.5? But now we can only speculate.
This was when that supposed god of all Daleks was annihilated. Good riddance too.
Do you know what? That isn't surprising coming from you, considering you're a defected Dalek rebel.
True.
And now that we've covered that, I just want to touch upon the problems of the new era of RTD2.
Don't you mean NuWho 2? Electric Boogaloo?
Yep, that too if you prefer that, Mav. There were a lot of name drops, despite this being advertised as a soft reboot. So, Ncuti obviously took over as the Doctor, but then it was labelled as Season 1 and Season 2. And throughout the episodes, we had a lot of familiar things name dropped, such as Project Indigo, Delta Wave, Valengard, Anglican Marines, the Midnight Entity, Galvanic Radiation, Sutek, Omega, the Rani, and a couple of others that you could point out or I might have forgot. But then there was also a lot of features of the 10th and 14th Doctor mentions via archival footage, to the point where I feel like he might as well have just been cast again. I feel like some of these name drops were done well. Others felt like Russell was just trying to bring things back from older series as fan service. It kind of make it feel like where there were a lot of new things, viewers had to sort of be like, what's this? Or do a bit of homework on. I think the Confused Adipose has also said something similar as well. Whereas NuWho back in 2005, we didn't have many name drops at all. We saw the Ortons, we had an appearance from a Sideman helmet in Van Stan's museum, and we also had one episode focused on a Dalek enough that fans could learn, well, new fans, old fans alike, new fans could learn more about them, as the episode focused more on like what the Daleks' motives were, what they looked like, not exactly how they became to be, but what their purpose is. But obviously Daleks, as well as Cybermen, are probably iconic enough in the franchise that newer fans might not need to go and do some research, be like, oh, I've seen that somewhere, I recognise that. There was already enough information packed in on what is a Dalek, though, in the episode Dalek itself, and we see what a Dalek looks like on the inside, considering we don't really get a chance to see that.
Again, you talk like we're all the same here.
Now, if there's one thing Doctor Who has taught me, it's never trust a Dalek, even if the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Noted.
Now, with NuWho 2 Electric Boot, you've got me saying it now.
Haha, that's payback for just assuming I am a normal Dalek.
Noted. There were quite a few name drops. The biggest one being the Rani, Sutek, and Omega. Small name drops like Delta Wave and Project Indigo were somewhat welcome, as older fans can have sort of like a mini callback, but it also shows how things have developed over time.
In this case, Project Indigo being perfected by Unit, unlike that inferior clone race known as the Santarans. Jacket potatoes, if you ask me.
Do you know what? That might have been the funniest thing you've ever said.
The Daleks have a concept of comedy.
You've come a long way since your hate-filled days.
Yes, we have. All hail the Dalek rebels of Skaro!
So when it came to the Rani, Omega and Sutek, I feel like these were namesakes brought back to hype up interest amongst older fans that would eventually fall flat. So the build-up with Mrs. Flood and Susan Triad was really something, but this ultimately led to Sutek being revealed to be the big bad of Season 1, which was fine.
Why does he look like Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Can you behave?
What? It's not my fault they tried to go for the Anubis vibe. You could say they bit off more than they could chew.
Okay, you are pretty funny.
Yes, you could say Sutek was barking up the wrong TARDIS.
Right, I'm out.
Was it something I said?
Right, I'm just going to ignore Dalek Mav for a bit. So, Omega and the Rani were hyped up a bit too. The Rani more so with Mrs. Flood, as she followed the Doctor through time and space in Season 2, obviously tracking down the Vindicator. We then get revealed at the end that the Rani was actually Mrs. Flood the entire time at the end of the Interstellar Song Contest.
Dugga-doo, dugga-doo, dugga-dugga-doo, dugga-doo, dugga-doo, dugga-dugga-doo.
Do you mind? I never thought I'd hear a Dalek sing this.
How dare you interrupt the Dalek national anthem?
So the Rani planned to bring back Omega to rebuild Gallifrey, but the plan wasn't without holes. When Omega was revealed, he was revealed to be a monster. Kind of described as becoming his own legend, the Mad Titan, the original sin, but he only had a few minutes screen time at most and ate the Rani. It kind of made me feel like the hype built up around the Rani and Omega wasn't worth it. It was nice to see them back in some capacity, but the Rani really didn't do much apart from go shopping for some ham for Comrade's sandwich, blow some stuff up and stand there, and get eaten. Omega didn't really have much to announce apart from what I feel could have been done better here is within the Underverse, again, just our own thoughts before he starts. Introduce Omega as some king of the Underverse to the point where he sat on a big throne like Thanos, because I know Russell has been taking a lot of inspiration from the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the multiverses, fantasy, Whoniverse, that sort of thing. But then he controls the creatures from the Last Great Time War, so we could probably assume that the creatures of the Last Great Time War, such as the Meanwhiles, Neverwords, led by the Could Have Been King, as well as the Nightmare Child, where did they go? Did they get sent into the Void? Were they killed? Could they be in the Antimatter universe? Why not have Omega controlling armies of them upon the Earth, maybe the rest of the universe? Maybe even a physical appearance of the Nightmare Child for the first time, instead of what was walking with dinosaurs, bloody merging in with Doctor Who. This is where I feel like Sutek was done slightly better, as he encompassed the majority of the episode, but also he felt like a threat and had more of a presence. Again, I just feel like it's namesakes for fan service. So I do really hope that this isn't done next time around.
Wait, did you mention the Nightmare Child?
Yes, I did.
Ah!
So that just covers off my thoughts for the new supposed regeneration, seeing Billy Piper back as what I'm going to call the Bad Wolf Doctor, and a bit of why I think there's some problems with this new era of Doctor Who so far. Of course, I know they were filmed back to back, but namesakes. Right, thank you guys for watching this first video. I do apologise it was a bit longer than what you'd probably be used to, but welcome to the Heart of the TARDIS channel. I hope you've enjoyed this video and mine.
Thoughts?
We will be recapping Season 1, Season 2 soon, so stay tuned for that. As well as what mine and maybe Mav's top episodes were of Season 1, Season 2. But no, thank you all for watching, and Geronimo!
And a goodbye from me as well.